Good morning, students. Welcome to our daily Hindu analysis. Let's get started with the analysis of today's newspaper by taking up an article from page number 1 of the Delhi edition. It is headlined as Presidential Election Today. Murmu has an edge over Sinha. It is available on page number 1 related to paper 2 Polity and Governance section. In this article, we have to know how the President of India is elected, what is the value of each vote and how is it calculated and what is required to secure a victory. इस आर्टिकल को हमने बहुत अच्छे से कवर किया है. So for better understanding, you can follow this link, right? अगर हम ओवरव्यू की बात करें तो अकॉर्डिंग टू आर्टिकल 54 of the Indian Constitution, President is elected by an electoral college consisting of MPs of both the houses of Parliament and MLAs of Delhi and Puducherry, right? Our next important headline is How Asian Games Paved the Way for Anayoottu in Kerala. Available on page number 5 related to paper 1 Art and Culture section. In this article, we have to know about the Anayoottu. तो Anayoottu की बात करें तो it is an annual ritual. कहाँ होता है ये? श्री वदाकुन नाथन टेम्पल. कहाँ पे? केरला में. In which more than 50 elephants are fed special food. It is done to propitiate Lord Ganesha, right? Our next important headline is Preserving Democracy in India. Available on page number 7 related to paper 2 Polity and Governance section. In this article, we have to know why the presence of vigilant opposition is necessary, significant role of opposition, issues and concerns, and what should be the way forward. So why is it important to understand this article? As we know, democracy is the basic feature of the constitution, and the Indian constitution adopted a parliamentary system, not the presidential system. According to B.R. Ambedkar, democratic executive must satisfy two conditions. कौन सी conditions? It must be stable executive. Number 2, it must be responsible executive. But unfortunately, it has not been possible so far to devise a system which can ensure both in equal degree. Parliamentary democracy does not envisage a condition where one party government becomes permanent. Therefore, it is important to have strong opposition, right? अब रोल क्या है ऑपोजिशन का? Presence of vigilant opposition is necessary not just for vibrant democracy but for its survival. The opposition reacts, questions, scrutinizes the government on day-to-day basis in parliament, its committees, and outside the parliament, in the media, among the masses, right? Without an effective opposition, democracy will become dull and legislature will become submissive. Issues and concerns क्या हैं इससे related? First of all, कि for a long time, opposition was considered unnecessary and somewhat burdensome. This had a deleterious effect on the functioning of our democracy. There is also lack of trust and absence of leadership in the political parties. One more thing, encouraging defections from the parties in power in states will sound the death knell for democracy. So what should be the way forward? Opposition must be credible, strong. It is for the opposition to make itself credible and strong, right? Opposition must also work constructively. Merely attacking the Prime Minister is not conducive for democracy. Our constitutional goal was to establish a sovereign, democratic and republic country, right? Our next important headline is why is Kerala protesting Supreme Court's ESZ notification? Available on page number 8 related to paper 3 environment section. In this article, we have to know why is the ESZ notification controversial in Kerala? How did the state's earlier effort to draft ESZ notification go? What has been the reaction to the directives? तो इस आर्टिकल को हमने बहुत अच्छे से कवर किया है अपनी वेबसाइट पे. सो फॉर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग यू कैन फॉलो दिस लिंक. अगर हम न्यूज की बात करें तो अभी क्यों न्यूज में था? क्योंकि केरला स्टेट असेंबली unanimously passed the resolution urging the central government to exclude the state's human habitations, farmlands, public institutions from purview of ecologically sensitive zones, right? Our next important headline is only 50% of farmers benefited from loan waivers, says studies. किसकी स्टडी कहती है? SBI की. ये अवेलेबल है पेज नंबर 12 पे रिलेटेड टू पेपर 3 इकोनॉमी सेक्शन. इन दिस आर्टिकल वी हैव टू नो व्हाट आर द फाइंडिंग्स ऑफ SBI's recent study for implementation of farm loan waiver schemes, issues and suggestions. जो concerns highlight किए गए हैं स्टडी के द्वारा वो है पहला, SBI study flags poor implementation rate in तेलंगाना, MP, Jharkhand, Punjab, Karnataka and UP. Apart from benefits not reaching the targeted farmers, the report also flagged concerns about the whether they actually help farmers in genuine distress. Farm loan waivers by states have failed to bring respite to intended subjects, sabotaging credit discipline in select geographies, making banks and financial institutions wary of further lending. Possible reasons कौन से थे? The report identified rejection of farmers' claim by state governments, limited or low fiscal space to meet promises, change in government in subsequent years. तो इसका impact क्या होता है? Loan waivers destroy the credit culture, which may harm the farmers' interest in medium to long term. Also squeeze in the physical space of government to increase productive investment in agriculture infrastructure, right? Our next and last important headline is forest fire rage in southwest Europe, available on page number 13, related to paper 3 environment section. In this article, we have to know what are the forest fires, causes, concerns, prevention, फॉरेस्ट फायर मैनेजमेंट इनिशिएटिव्स इन इंडिया वे अहेड. तो इस आर्टिकल को भी हमने बहुत अच्छे से अपनी वेबसाइट पे कवर किया है. सो फॉर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग यू कैन फॉलो दिस लिंक, राइट? सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर द डे. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. हैप्पी लर्निंग.